The Heat, Sirius XM. Yes.
Okay.
Sirius XM. We are the Heat. What's hot now in R&B and hip hop. So anybody who knows me and who knows the show knows I love my ratchet reality TV. And they did it again with the Miami cast. Y'all already know. We talked to Prince earlier in the month, but the one I really wanted to get here and talk to, and we talked to obviously. We talked to Trick and Trina and all of that, but I really wanted to have some time with you, young lady.
Yes.
And we have our time.
Dun dun dun.
Now, first I must tell you.
What?
I'm from Baltimore.
Okay.
And I got kind of a thing with my lips and I can't roll my R's.
You can't?
No.
Oh, I'm full of R's.
No, I can't do that. It sounds really weird when I do it.
Well, I got you.
So when I call you by this, don't be offended.
I won't. Everybody messes up my name. It's okay.
Amara
La Negra.
La Negra.
Yes.
It's here, everybody. Yes. Yes.
Y'all better hype it up. All right.
Yo, I've had your back since the show first started because I felt like people were picking on you.
Right.
And I felt like it was unfair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But fortunately for you, you have enough mouth for the entire cast. And I mean that in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Yo, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here. And thank you for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you've been watching. And you pretty much have seen it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
From start to finish and the reunions, all of that. So we'll get into the good, the bad, and the better.
Okay.
With Amara.
Yes.
Amara
La Negra.
La Negra.
Yes.
Here on the Heat.
But
man.
you got it though. You got it. I hear the R's.
I fake it well.
You do it good. You do it
very well. But don't ask me to get cute with it because I won't.
No. That's
as far as I can take
That's
it.
good enough. That's good enough.
Amada's here on the Heat, Sirius XM. So we are here. It's Dion. It's Friday. It's the weekend. We feeling good.
Yes.
Amada is here.
Yes.
You got some dope music. We'll get into your music. Your music is so dope.
Thank you so much.
And to see you as a performer.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like Love and HipHop, made you anything.
Right.
You were a star coming into this thing, right?
Right. I mean, the Latin audience already knew me because I had already worked that market. It's just that the American market was just getting to know me through Love and Hip Hop, which was a great opportunity because originally I didn't go on the show with any expectations. Mm-hmm. All I wanted was to people to get to know who I was as a person. Definitely put out my music, but during filming, well, then obviously certain topics came up, and then it blew up into something else. But I've been working, since I was 4 years old.
Yeah, I can tell. Like it's in your blood. Seriously,
Yeah.
You've been doing this for a long time. You get on stage and you are like electric.
That's my comfort zone. That's home when I'm on stage and I just hear
yes,
and the glitter and the mic and the stage and everything. I love it.
So whose idea was it for you to take this, take where you are, take your celebrity to reality television? And was somebody telling you, girl, don't do it?
Really?
I mean, was anybody telling you like,
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. There were a few people that were like, oh my God, Amara, don't do it because they're going to destroy you and then they're going to punch you and then they're going to do this and da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, I'm very comfortable and I was very secure by myself. I was like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And the one good thing that I like about me is that I'm very consistent. I'm the same person on camera and off camera. I talk with my hands. I'm loud as hell. And I talk with my face. And I'm just naturally
That's the
animated.
one thing. Everybody be like, oh my gosh, she's so damn loud.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she's so loud.
Everybody's like, oh my God, Amara, you're so loud.
Right.
But I don't want to say it's a Dominican thing, but it is a Dominican thing. It's like a Latin thing. We naturally talk with our hands and we do all of this.
Yeah, if y'all can see her, she's in here landing planes right now, like seriously.
So yeah, it's just who I am and I never want to change. Not for TV, not for anything. I always want to stay true to myself, even if some people think I'm loud.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Cover your ears.
You are consistent. Like
yes.
if it's not for you, it's not for you. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's important to be yourself, and a lot of people just keep trying to modify who they are to satisfy other people.
Yeah.
And then that's when you get lost, and I just never want to be that person.
So we're gonna come back, Amara.
Yes.
Star of Love and HipHop Miami.
Yes.
I want to talk about the colorism thing because
Okay.
that's been, a key kind of thing for you this season.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna just tease it with this. I don't agree at all with what Young Hollywood said.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna flip that.
Yeah. What?
I don't agree with the way he said it.
Yes.
But I kind of see his point.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Cool?
Dope.
Amada's here. It's the Heat, Sirius XM.
You're good.
Sirius XM, we're back. Amara La Negra.
Yes.
Okay, right? I'm going to learn these R's before the day
But
is
you
over.
got it. You got it. I know that you're talking about me, so it's all good.
Yes, you're right here,
Yes.
right now with us here on
Estamos
Love and
aquí.
HipHop. Are you coming back to the next season? Is it too early to have those conversations? She's looking at somebody in the distance.
I'm looking at my manager like, well, we're talking
if the
about
check's
it.
been cut,
We're talking about it. We're in the process. I can't say yes right away, but we're in the process of.
Now, I think Cardi kind of set kind of a template where it's like, yo, use it for what it's worth and get out.
I think that a lot of artists have done the same thing. Like you had K. Michelle as well.
True.
And there's other artists that have known how to use the platform for their benefit. Just like I always hate when a lot of people are like, oh my God, Love and HipHop is going to destroy your career. Everybody who's, who used to be somebody and, goes to Love and HipHop. I totally disagree. I feel as if, and I'm very grateful for Mona for giving me the opportunity.
Sure.
Love and HipHop just gives you the platform. What you do in that space is really up to you. There's no scripts.
Preach.
They don't tell you what to say. They don't tell you flip a table, do this. Whatever you decide to do is on you. A lot of them do it for ratings. They feel like if I punch her, it's going to be good for me. If that's what you feel is good for you, then do it. But I don't think...
You almost lost your cool a little bit.
I don't think...
You almost turned the table upside down. I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm only but human, and there's only but so much common collective that that I can take and I can be. For the most part, people saw that I handled myself the best of my abilities. But obviously, you have to understand that we spent months, weeks, hours. Between negotiation and filming was like about 2 years. Yeah. So by the time you guys saw it, this already happened.
I understand.
And you guys only get to see like 1 minute of everything that happens.
Right.
So you really don't get to see what this person did to me at 8 o'clock in the morning, that by 10 o'clock at night, I'm ready to just spaz out.
Yeah.
So that's really what it is.
The editing was very like, hey, wait a minute. She was cool like 30 seconds ago. Now like drinks is flying and all of that.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, they captured your authentic self. Would you agree?
Right. Yeah, I think that they did, and I made sure of that as well.
Yeah.
I always said, I don't want to fake anything. I don't want to be in these luxurious cars I really don't own, these luxurious houses, all these bags that I don't have.
Kept it real.
And I was honest, and just like I said, I was buying a whole bunch of bootleg, purses, Gucci, Louis, and all that, because I wanted to fit in, and I wanted everybody to say, well, Amara, she has money. And I'm like, I was still on food stamps till the other day. So I just wanted to be as real as possible, just like I showed my mom working in a kitchen where she works
Shout
now.
out to your mom. I love y'all.
Hi, mommy.
Too. No doubt.
And I just wanted to be real because I think it's important. A lot of people live this fake life, and a lot of people admire this without really knowing what's happening, behind scenes.
So I think what Young Hollywood meant to say.
Demon, tell me.
What he meant to say, being somebody that kind of, I've been in the game for, for a second or whatever.
Right.
Like, I know what makes, the tastemakers perk.
Right.
Up,
yeah.
What makes them kind of, turn the other way or whatever.
Yeah.
And, variety is the spice of life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm thinking he knows kind of what makes a hit a hit. When it comes to like getting in front of like mainstream top 40 program directors who have narrow visions of how an artist should look and sound, you know what I mean, and emote.
Right.
I think he was trying to kind of prepare you for that world. But in doing so, he kind of went a little too far.
Well, my thing is that when Hollywood meets me or gets to know me at that time, it's not like I already didn't have a hit, whether it was 1 or 2, but I already had that. It's not like I already didn't have a fan base. It may have not been in America, but I already had a fan base. Like, I've already done this my whole life. I'm just asking you for an advice onto how to make it into the American market. And it wasn't even so much what he said, because I said it in several occasions. Right. He wasn't the first person to tell me that, for which I understand. There's a lot of closed-minded people out here in the world. It was more the Nutella Queen comment.
Yes.
It was more the be less Macy Gray, more Beyonce. It was more the black fist, why are you so proud of being, like, what's that about? It was more those things that caused the reaction, not so much what he said. Not to mention that when we were in the reunion, he made it worse by...
I know, and tried to make it better, but doubled down in the process.
So when a lot of people say that, oh, this is scripted, Love and HipHop is scripted.
Right.
No, this is really who these people are. A lot of people like to think that because they're celebrities or they've done this, that, they're perfect. They're not. This is really their mentality. So at the end of the day, we currently don't have any type of relationship. Just like on Reunion, he tried to make it seem as if we slept together. I'm glad that he clarified that, because we didn't. And I was just trying to be a good friend at the moment. You know what? We went through bad situations. I'm trying to make it up. Let's see how we can figure this out. I went to the studio. I was tired. Ended up sleeping in your house. You didn't have...
And you said it very straight, because they could have edited out one word and it made it sound like you slept with him. Like, you know what I mean?
And that would have been the same way that I am now. Like, I can't feel any type of way about my life because it's only but my own experience. It's my life. I wouldn't lie about it. If I would have slept with him, I slept with him. What's the problem?
Yeah.
I'm single. I don't have any kids. I'm not with anybody. What's the issue? I did it, so I didn't sleep with him. He didn't have any pillows. He didn't have any sheets. You didn't have nothing to lay on. You were in an air mattress. You know, even though you're making all these millions of dollars.
There you go. See now.
And
Y'all see that shade? Y'all see that shade? Come on. Y'all see that shade a little bit?
I was trying to be a good person, and I went and I bought you some bed sheets and stuff, and then now you're gonna put me out on TV trying to make it seem like we slept together. I thought that was a little shady, but other than that, you know what? God's timing is perfect. Cause look at me now.
Okay. Was there any pressure like the photo shoot that you had where you get kind of gave your hair some different looks?
Yeah.
Was there any pressure from that young Hollywood conversation to do that?
It was more like I'm very rebellious. Okay. Don't tell me what I have to do. You can give me advice. Tell me the reasons why. Listen, I suggest this, but don't tell me you're going to do this. No, I'm not. So it's more like when people tell me that I have to change is when I feel more the need not to.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep true to myself. And if I change, it's because I feel the need or because I choose to. So then after getting all that controversy, I just wanted to prove a point. Like, I am not my hair. My hair is just part of me. I can go bald tomorrow and I'm still going to be Amara La Negra. Like, hair doesn't define me. So then I decided to change. I could wear blonde hair. I could wear straight hair. I could wear red hair. And I'm still Amara. So if that is the issue, which it was not, because the reasons why we're going through these issues in the Latin market is not based off my hair. It's based off my appearance in general. You know what I mean? Even from my skin color to everything.
And I want to talk about that as well, because I think that's something that, you actually raised, fresh for American audiences. I don't think a lot of American audiences were aware of, colorism and Afro-Latina, culture. So I want to talk about that as well.
Okay.
But thank you for putting the kibosh on Young Hollywood.
Of course.
No doubt. Amada's here. And we'll talk about your new music as well.
Yes.
That's still to come.
Awesome.
It's the Heat, Sirius XM. It's finally Friday. It's Dion.
Woo!
Amara La Negra is here.
Yes.
Star of stage, star of television. Yes.
No, hype me up. What else? I'm fabulous. Look at me.
On the world stage. She's doing it. If you can see this Lycra red situation popping just now, go to my YouTube page. Hey, Daniel, you'll see it your damn self. It's good. It's good.
Yes.
What have you noticed about how different us crazy Americans are in terms of, fan base? Did you have to switch your music up a little bit to kind of come at us as Americans or the American?
Yeah. Most definitely. Well, now ever since I got signed, I've been in the studio working more Americanized music, but still.
What's that mean though?
Americanized music means that the tempo is not the same, the instruments are not the same. We have congas, we have huira, we have like a lot of other instruments. We have timbales that per se I won't necessarily use it now, but I still want to have certain drum patterns because I don't want to lose my Caribbean feel. So it's still more ear friendly to the American audience, but it still has a little Caribbean that the Latinos feel like she hasn't left us.
Yes.
Which is really important to me.
Yes, because at the same time, we want to own you too. You know what I mean? We'll take a little bit of that flavor, but don't give us too much because we want to own kind of a sound in the lane that we feel is authentically you also.
Right. So I'm trying to keep that balance in between maintaining the Latino aspect of my music and a little bit to the American audience. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's been a beautiful experience. And I'm also doing a little bit of Spanglish music.
Okay.
Because I just think that the new generation is kind of like that. There's a lot of Spanglish speakers out there these days. I speak Spanglish all the time. So I kind of want to do it like that. And I'm enjoying the process.
How do you reconcile, what's happening with your music with your culture? Like I said in the last break, a lot of us, we weren't even up with the whole colorism thing because we dealing with our own colorism thing. You know what I mean? Like as an African-American, man, there's lighter skin, darker skin, fair skin. We deal with that spectrum in our world all the time.
Right.
But we didn't know that the spectrum existed,
on
along
our
your
side.
culture because, to the naked eye, you and I are similarly complected.
Yeah.
But culturally, we're separated by
a lot, But the same thing happens. Like a lot of people, even here in the United States are like, oh, well, the colorism, fight the white man and it's all about the white man. And I'm like, Not really, because where I'm coming from, we're racist amongst each other. You know, the issue is happening amongst our own community. So it's not just about the white. The African American culture and the Afro Latino culture, our history is similar but very different. We've been through different things. Like, we have never had a Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks. We haven't had that. We kind of have followed whatever the Americans are doing. They opened that path. Okay, we're just going to go in there with them. So I just think that it's not fair that nobody's putting a voice to our community and our issues. And it's taken Love and Hip Hop for people to actually listen to me, because I was talking about it for years, but nobody was paying attention. So now I'm grateful that this was able to start a whole conversation.
And so having the mic now,
yes,
school us now, because we deal with our own things as well. Like,
right.
we deal with complexions. I think every cultural subset
has their own,
has a certain degree of infighting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how do you want to set the record straight?
For example, and then I never want to just seem like a victim, because it's not a victim thing for me. It's more than just about Amara La Negra. It's about a whole community. It's about a whole race of people that feel ignored. And I specifically spoke about it when it came to the entertainment industry. I feel that the African American community has had a bigger platform to display their art, whether it's through sports or whatever. In the Latin community, especially in the entertainment industry, we are never in the covers of any magazines. We're never in any movies or any soap operas or anything. You have more space within the music to play around with, but anything else, not really. And if they do put us, you're either a slave, a gangster, a prostitute, a raper. You're like the worst. So, here comes me, and I'm like, so what's wrong with me? Why am I not beautiful enough to you? Why do I have to be these roles? What's the issue? Because it's not that I'm not educated, and it's not that I'm not talented. It's that you're judging me based off my looks, because I'm not what a Latina should look like. A Latina should look like J-Lo, Sofia Vergara, Salma Hayek, but I don't look Latina enough for you. So then that's the issue for me, because there isn't a Latin country, Guatemala, Chile, Honduras, Cuba, República Dominicana. Any Latin country, there's black people. So why aren't we out there?
Right.
So then that's where the issue became really started. I grew up admiring Celia Cruz all my life, because she was the only Afro-Latina who made it worldwide. And then when she passed away, I was like, well, who else is there to look up to? So I ended up having to look into the American market and looking at Whitney Houston, Donna Summers, Tina Turner, amazing artists. But why do I have to look outside of my community?
Understand.
You know what I mean? In order to admire someone and say that one day I can be her. So I just feel that the new generation that's coming up doesn't have anybody really to look up to. And I feel the same thing for my children. I don't have any children, but the day that I do have, I want to know that within their own community, they can feel as if I can be him or I can be her or whatever the case may be.
Everything is now, Amara. Like, you are the one.
Amen.
You are the one.
I'm working
that has
really
to be that
hard.
example now.
I'm working really hard towards
Yeah.
it. And the same thing just happened with Latina magazine. I am so grateful because they gave me the opportunity of being the cover of the magazine. But I posted it on my Instagram. They had about 50 covers, and they even had men, which is a Latina magazine. But they had like 50 covers and no Afro-Latinas at all. So I was like, what is the problem? Why aren't any of us out there at all? So at least with that, it made me feel like this is one step forward to change. We're still missing movies. We're still missing soap operas. We're still missing series. We're still missing a lot of things. But I feel that this is one step closer.
There aren't too many things that we can say that Love and Hip Hop taught us as a culture.
Right.
But
don't be aside.
But we're having a conversation about this, about race and culture, and I think that's very important. And like I said, like you are this generation's, Celia Cruz.
Thank you.
Like, you must be that
Oh
one
my God.
that teaches the babies and show them that, yes, this is beautiful.
Right.
This is beautiful. I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
it is true.
yeah, I charge you with that.
Thank you.
All right. Wrapping up with the one and only Amara La Negra here on the Heat Sirius XM. Hey, we're back wrapping up. Tell us about Insecure.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I love this song Insecure. It's my first baby. I'm just in love with Insecure because, like I said, it's Americanized, but it still has a little Caribbean feel to it. And it talks about something that's very relatable to women. I like to do songs that women can relate to. And I think that every woman at some point has been in a relationship where your man or your partner makes you feel insecure. Like, you're the one that's crazy. No. I see that you're taking that phone to the bathroom and putting the phone under the pillow to go to sleep. I smell the intuition.
Oh, you know American messes very well.
Yes.
You really made this American very well, because that sounds like some American mess.
Yes, women intuition. We be knowing when something is fishy.
Right.
So then I wanted to do this song where women can relate, and I think that's really how Insecure came. I'm thankful to all the amazing producers that I'm working with. Tehran from Rock City, Super Dupes, Jim Johnson, amazing producers. And like I said, there's a whole bunch of new music of Amara La Negra coming out real soon. Working on my EP. Let me tell you everything that I'm doing.
Go. This is your world. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so Insecure, everybody go download it now by Amara La Negra. It's super lit. I'm working on my EP, so I'm going to be putting out a lot of music very soon. Just recorded the music video for Insecure, which will be dropping within the next week or so.
Dope.
I'm working on a shoe line. I'm working on a collection of dolls. I'm working on a collection of dolls because I always wanted to have little amaritas with different textures of hair, different skin color, which is really important to me.
Okay.
I'm working on a book right now, and I'm working on my talk show, Girl Talk.
Is that all?
No, and then I'm working on scripted and unscripted series for the Latin and American market. I literally don't sleep, and anybody that follows me on my social media knows that I am up at all times. I'm team naps.
So if y'all can read between these lines, I don't think there's a Love and Hip Hop second season. I'm just saying, with all these things going on in Amada's life right now,
what do you think?
We shall see.
Guys, let me know. Hit me up and let me know. Do you think I should do season 2 of Love and HipHop Miami?
I mean, with all these things you got going on, I don't know. I think you've said your piece. I think you came and said and planted your flag.
You think so?
And it's time to go on to the next thing.
Yeah?
Just one black man's opinion.
Guys, hit me up on Twitter at Amara La Negra ALN. Follow me on all my social medias at Amara La Negra ALN. And let me know what you think. Should I do second season of Love and HipHop Miami?
Can you let me know after they let you know?
Most definitely. I'm going to let you know when they let you know.
You can come back and be like, yeah, you were right, Dion. Like, you were right.
I'm going to let you know.
No doubt.
Yes.
No doubt. Yo, it's been a pleasure.
Likewise. Thank you so much for having me.
I love the way that you are opening yourself up to a new audience, but are still keeping it 1,000 with yourself.
Amen.
And with your culture, and with your audience. They're following you, yes?
Yes.
They love that you're over here.
Yes.
They still feel like this is our girl, though, yes?
Yes, most definitely.
I know that's very important.
Yes, it is.
Because we want you to.
There's enough of Amara La Negra for everybody.
No doubt. Amara La Negra is here. La Negra. La Negra.
La Negra.
Let's get into Insecure, shall we?
Yes.
It's the Heat, Sirius XM. Thank you.
Hey!